Hello, and welcome back to some more Bazaar. Apologize for not making too many videos lately. I've just mostly been kind of waiting for the new season patch. I've been playing a ton. Kind of finished all my goals for this season, and most of the builds and meta are kind of solved, so people are just running some really degenerate, awful to play against kind of things. Interesting. Final Flame you can do some fun stuff with. Right-handed can be interesting. We'll go with Final Flame, and maybe you can do like a rocket launcher sort of a setup. Could be fun.
Few warriors live to retire.
Nothing there. I am gonna greed for it. Nope. We'll take Chris. We still have hope. We could get medium. We could get... Okay, Pyro at least gives me a chance to have this be somewhat usable. But anyway, yeah, most opponents by endgame are running like very optimized, strictly like net decked meta builds kind of a thing. So it's not particularly super fun to play right now, but that's okay. In a few days we'll shake things up with some new stuff and hopefully some rebalances and have some new stuff to explore. Dooley sadly isn't getting a new expansion this time around, as much as I wish he was. Oh, he's so cute. He stretches. As much as I wish he was. But there'll still be like, I think some reworked items coming in, like the virus rework is supposed to come in, and then there'll be rebalances and stuff like that. So I'm hopeful we'll have some fun stuff to play with. And then there'll be like all the new cosmetics to hunt and things like that. Okay, nope, we're still a bit doomed. Mediums. I'd love tiny frame mouse, but we can't. Okay, we got it. It's a good thing I went here. Yeah, we'll take drill actually. Okay, we got the starts of the starts. We got the beginning of a drill build, which isn't too bad. We'll just take the gold here. Mostly we're gonna get carried by the rocket launcher early. I could do like a crit rocket launcher, which is always pretty fun. Putting a bunch of crit on it makes it do like exponentially more damage because the burn does a ton. But 30 burn should be enough to wipe out pretty much whatever we come across in the first few days. Like so. Very nice. And Aduli is struggling with endgame these days. There's not really too many cool builds he can do at the moment. A lot of our stuff gets stomped by a lot of the enemy stuff. But there's a few things I still wanted to try out that I haven't had a chance yet. And we'll see if I get the chance this time. As much as I like defense grid at bronze, it's kind of bait because it's very hard to upgrade bronze once you get into the later days. Take Satcom, free money. And so it ends up just kind of sitting there and not doing too much. And it also blocks you from potentially getting a better defense grid later, which would give you like a force field pivot. Alright, so I'm open for Rust, of course. My last game I played, which may or may not be a video, I don't know. It wasn't super exciting. I was able to turn it into like bootleg rigged, which is pretty fun. You do like slow freeze, and then when you freeze, haste, and you can sort of get things going from there. There we go. I'm liking crit with this kind of a setup. Burn core would also be fine. Junkyard repair bot, not too great, but he at least sells for a decent amount, and he would be good with Oh, I should have taken Lick It. Lick It's actually pretty funny. You could take like the crit one and then stack crit on like rocket launcher and then also the core and stuff like that. So. Any friends? I don't think I want any I don't think there's any friends I want right now. We'll just do the rocket launcher since it's our main carry. The rocket launcher upgrade generally is pretty trash, but it's alright at least. Crit core, so I'm gonna try it out here. So I'd love to get a battery would be very good just to set off the rocket launcher in 4 seconds. So we got Fixer Upper. That's what you want to see on day 2. That's, oh gosh, it's only at 3. Yeah, that's a bit rough. Obsidian Kukri could be freaky, especially with the Washy Wally Bird, but I think we should be fine just with, yep. The crit goes crazy. Core to 200. Double crit. Very nice. Do like a crit core carry at some point as well. Those are always fun. I do want to get chalky bars. They're just very important to get early. Gives me a ton of extra HP. So good to have. And we're poor souls. Okay, well, that's pretty much the worst possible thing you can get. So heat it up. Got the potential to get like actual raked, which pretty much one of the most broken items in the game, and should definitely not be on this enemy. She's pretty trivial to beat. And so like it's basically a 1 in 10 because it's 1 in 5 and there's 2 enemies you could get. So you'll get at least 1 fight per game, probably more. Have enemies with rigged, which is very sad. I want to see more diversity, and I want this to be on a harder enemy, so you have to actually fight for it. Okay, well we got force field, which could potentially be useful. It depends if we get the roll defense grid. We'll check skills because there could be something good. Okay. Firepower is actually not bad. We'll just sell the force field. We could get another one if we need it. And firepower is an interesting one to get for sure. Bronze items. I guess I could just upgrade the SATCOM. It's not very good right now, but it gives us more money long term. And I gotta fix this. That. And then we'll see. Do I just take regen? No, we're kind of just bursting people. I'm going to check mediums because there's a few that could be good. It is one of them. I could pop the pulse rifle in instead of like... it is only 4. Okay, we'll sell the repair bot. I'll grab the pulse rifle. We'll do that. So now the pulse rifle will scale from the crit core. It goes off pretty often so that it will get... charge the core a lot, which gives it firepower, etc. So, it's a reasonable thing going on there.
But I've seen my share of storms.
It's small. Do they have? No. Okay, so they don't have shot glasses, which is the main scary thing. It's just kind of like a poison aquatic setup going on. Not too scary. I think we should be fine once the burn goes out. They should just die.
Like
Yep.
my crew says at the bar. Another round.
Yeah, the scaling was pretty good because we got an extra 30 on pulse rifle just from firepower. So it's doing something. I don't think the drill's doing too much at this point. It's just kind of there to fill our last slots. Oh, look at Midsworth. Those are bugs. Those are bugs. I'm gonna grab crypto and we'll grab the fire one because it is generally pretty useful and it's probably better than Chris. Just because it goes off more often and it also provides some burn, which would help with the burn from rocket launcher. Check I'll pack. Do I take... Oh, that's convenient. Yeah, I guess I'll grab the upgrade. An extra 10 damage is an extra 30 because it has multicast 3, so it'd certainly be worse. Hexa. So we could use a Hexa. Could be interesting because we could pop in... take out these 2 for solar farm, and then we have haste on everything, which could be fun. And if I somehow get it going fast enough, we could maybe use like claw arm or something, but I don't know, that seems like a bit of a meme.
Okay. Disabling assistant.
I don't think oh no, I must have crit at least a couple, because it was over 30. Virus. Still patiently waiting for the rework. I'm hoping it'll be in the next one. We don't have any haste right now, but that one is good long term if we do get haste.
I'm proud of you.
There's a bunch of ways to get it on dualies, so. Uzi is almost certainly better than induction ages. Pop it in.
That piece has some story.
But I don't want to reroll. I don't have the money to just keep throwing at it. I would love to get more health, but yeah, let's just get more health actually. I think we're okay for now in terms of our build. And if we save money for the next day, it's when we can start getting gold items, so there's a chance of getting some cool stuff.
Not to squabble with nobody.
So Eels, so there you go, there's rigged. Eels is a little freaky, although we don't have like too many attacks. They don't have shot glasses, so Salt Claw's not too horrifying yet. 5 weights in every Vanessa build I've ever seen. Eels might just kill me though. Ah, the last second heal. The last second heal. Yeah, the eels messed me up pretty bad there. Yep. Yep. No, Well, not much I could do about that when they have their healing for almost their full health bar from a bronze item, but what can you do? Right, so, oh, Sorcered's also quite nice. So now we have like we can use that for. If I take out you, now we've got some haste, which would give us static acceleration, which blah 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 blah. I think it's a little late for it, but I will put in blast doors because we don't have anything better right now. That's really strong. Can I afford it? So that is 16. I would need another 13, so it'd be 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have to sell the blast doors I just picked up, which, I mean, probably I can keep the catfish, I guess. It would be 4, 5, 6, plus 8, 14, 15, 16, 17. Hate to do it, but it is almost certainly worth it. So now we have extra crit on both of these, which is very nice. We're gonna work at the docks and look for a weapon. Not what we're looking for. Well, okay, so let me think. So is it better to have haste on the rocket launcher? I think it might be, but it would mess up our firepower and stuff. So maybe we'll just leave it as is for the time being. We could do like something weird with the Zorcid and like a fire crit Zorcid build. I don't know. It doesn't seem right, but it does take a long time to go off still. I would love to get something a little quicker. I mean, it works okay. We put a reasonable amount of burnout. We do quite a bit of burst damage. Yeah. Or is still the main carry because it does a ton. Probably not going to be using that, but maybe. It's worth grabbing at the very least. I will take 6 gold because Julie has very poor income. Gold I am going to look at. Anything I want there? Probably not. I could swap GPU for like induction ages because induction ages is pretty trash. I'd also take that for 10%, which would be like 6.3. It's a little better. And it gives us access to vehicle skills. Maybe. I think we just do that. It sets things off a little quicker. It's reasonable, I think. There is DJ. We might use him. I'll grab him. Because we do generate, with DJ we would generate a reasonable amount of haste. I could do, like, take these out. It'd be something like that plus I could do the catfish just for the paralytic thing, and then maybe like this. It's weird. Don't get me wrong, it's weird, but it might work. Only one way to find out. I think it's probably better than the drill setup for now, although they've got a ton of burn. The robe's a little freaky. Hewis isn't too big yet. Icy Hot Stones isn't too bad. I think we're okay for now, hopefully. There's still a lot of burn. Oh, okay. I'll take a tie. I'll take a tie. Got 100 on me. It must... I don't know where all that came from. I'll have to look. It might have been just Matchbox. Matchbox is pretty strong still. Yeah, it's mostly Matchbox and Kios. Okay, the build wasn't amazing, although they did freeze like my main engine starter, but we'll keep looking for something better. Haste item could be... Okay. It really wants me to run DJ. Okay. DJ Crit Core or something? I don't know.
The Grand Society of Master Merchants welcomes you.
Take an Aiden.
4 legs because I carry.
Probably better than this GPU, unfortunately. Aiden will also trigger this, and it also gives an additional haste trigger, which increases my crit, which helps the crit core go off more, etc. So, we shall see. Seems okay. Love this. is reasonable. I don't think the rocket launchers... It feels a little slow at this point for what I would need it to do, to be honest. Yeah, it did like almost less burn than the Firefly. I think we gotta kick out the rocket launcher, unfortunately. It did its job, though. It got us pretty far along. So we could upgrade silver or lower. There's not really any silvers I want to upgrade here, so we'll just go for a skill.
If it's about the gold, pip is affordable. Cute kid too.
Burn crit or haste freeze. Haste freeze is quite strong. Burn crit's also good if I'm going to be running crit core. I think we take the haste freeze though.
I think you had a breakthrough.
We'll just get a small weapon. And we'll get a small item.
You've just taken the first step toward good taste.
I mean, it's Metro. I'll take it. There's a couple weird things I can do with this now, so get rid of rocket launcher. So I could potentially put in the power drill, but I also want to try, or so the power drill. Anything weird I want to try? We'll hold on to it for now. I think what we have is fine. It's just kind of missing scaling, unfortunately.
My fight isn't with you.
Gotta think of some way to get some scaling on this. Because right now we do have crit scaling, which is pretty good. Oh, they got a lot of health on me. Oh god, shot glasses with shot glasses, shark ray with like a ton of stuff too. It's freaky. Yeah, because this doesn't scale damage. It does crit like quite often and go off a lot. But... oh, okay, that's pretty close. He almost went off and killed me. Yeah, the crit. If I could scale the damage on this, we'd be in an interesting spot. And unfortunately, it's also hard for me to use firepower right now because like putting these guys next to the core is generally not a good plan. We'll work at the docks, I guess. Not really what we're looking for. I'm just hunting for ideas. Okay, so we could potentially make a nitrogen hammer work. Could upgrade DJ Robot. We don't really need to. I'm going to take the nitro hammer. I'm not going to put it in for now. It's kind of like a hopeful pickup, you know, just in case we get some freeze items. There's some potentially pretty powerful ones, and you could pair it with crit core to do some cool stuff. So we could get like coolant, we could get the bug, we could get some stuff from like the other heroes. They got a lot of good freeze items. There's potential. We got potential here. And our build is okay for the time being. We get like a reasonable amount of crit. We're getting the job done. But I'd love to get some freeze now. Ideal. I will take burn for now because it is what we're working with. Okay, well now it's really pushing me towards drill, so we will grab it. Maybe we could do like a drill setup that something like this. Maybe. I mean, you're not doing anything now. No, I don't like that. It's taking the burn from this. I mean, I could just put this on the right. It's not very good. I only have these. No, I don't think so. I think we just put in the DJ. Okay. Skills don't really want... We'll check haste items, because there's some that could be interesting. It really wants me to upgrade this DJ. I don't see the point. I don't see the point. Not gonna do it. Non-weapons. Okay, we could get some freeze here. It's not what we're looking for. Also not what we're... well... he does freeze, but how would I even fit him in here? I'd have to like take out the core and then put in Pierre. That's kind of weird. I mean, I could try it. I haven't tried Pierre in a while. Probably not using you or you. 16. He's so expensive. Yeah, probably not gonna use DJ Robot anymore, to be honest. Don't really need it. Let's try Pierre. We'll give him a shot. I don't like his new version. I much prefer old Pierre. New Pierre is at least... I mean, he's at least gold, so you see him more, but I don't think he's as usable. Flagship is kind of interesting. So yeah, it's flagship with just some buffs to it. Doesn't have haste other than the dive weights though, which so we might be okay. Especially if we can get some consistent freezes maybe somehow. Oh, I don't think we're doing this. Oh, we did, we got it.
Less blunder.
Nitrogen hammer.
More plunder.
Coming in clutch. It's kind of working. Here's definitely not what we want to use here though. Yeah, it got the job done. He is way too slow, unfortunately. Mediums? Are there any mediums? Not really.
No sale.
Oh, cryosphere.
What's right
Okay.
for you?
Okay. Well, you know, it's funny, so we gotta take it.
Oh, I think you're really gonna enjoy
I don't think I can use it yet, but if I could get like radiant on nitrogen hammer, I could see something really popping off there. I could get. I feel like I just need the rest of it, because I can't just like slap it in the build. I guess I could take the friend jackpot. I mean, it kind of works. Kind of works. I just do that. I mean, I could do something weird. No, we kind of need that. I don't need all of this. Well, I don't need the core, really. So we could keep this setup over here. Now, it makes that less likely to crit, but that's not a big deal at this point. I just want to see how this works. Since this goes off, it freezes everybody's items, which then will hopefully set off the nitrogen hammer. Well, it won't hope it will set off the nitrogen hammer, but it'll hopefully scale it enough to be good. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I like it. I think this left side is lacking right now. We can maybe get there. We can get there. Need something better on the left, that's for sure.
I love them all.
Nothing we want there. I could like take motherboard to try to speed up cryosphere, blah blah blah. Not really what I'm looking for though.
All things in moderation.
Not really what I'm looking for there. Okay. So now we have another freeze, which is good. Can also take nitro. So we want the freeze in there. We want the nitro. Oop, there it is. Because the nitro will set off the power drill a little faster. Which will set off the firefly a bit. I don't know. Like, this doesn't do too much, to be honest. It's just kind of here. I could also, like, take all this out and just use it like, something like that. Because then these go off, which triggers the Zorcid, which will haste these. It's a little weird, but I could see it. Such a goofy build. I love it. All right. So we're against, okay. So I always get scared when I see Arbalest, but they don't have Shot Glass. Shot Glass Arbalest is kind of horrifying, but... And then this should bonk. Yeah, that got the job done. I don't know what this... Oh, the second was like Petrifying Gaze. That's funny. Well, that was pretty cool. I think there's some stuff I need to modify there. So if I move the Zorcid over, it'll help trigger the Firefly a bit more, which will set that off more. These are kind of on their own for the time being. Oh my god, and we got 3D printer. Okay, well we gotta do the meme. So grab the 3D printer. We take out these, pop in the printer, and we put coolant here, I guess, and then maybe just like aid in to speed them up. It's a little slow though, isn't it? Because it's like 5 seconds for the printer and then 5 seconds for the coolants. I think it might be too slow. Also, I'm not using these nanos like ever. Might be too slow. But I will try. I could also grab the fiber optics to like 5 seconds these go off, you fiber. Well, that might be better actually. So let's grab the fiber. So that would be how much? It's another 8 or another 4 for that. So I could use like Uzi. this plus fiber into maybe cryosphere. Could also be coolant. Coolant's only one, so probably cryosphere to start. So if we're not using this setup anymore, I can get rid of you and probably you. They're the least valuable. I'll grab fiber optics. And then just coolant, I guess? I guess just coolant's fine. Well, you can go like over here. Because then Uzi will trigger... I think this is how this works. The fiber should help this trigger early, which will then start spamming that. And we'll put Metro there to just help you a little bit more, I guess. We'll see. So we're getting a little weird, but we're going to random enchant the Nitro, hoping for... I don't even know what I'm hoping for. We'll take Restore. It's fine. Helps me stay alive versus, like, dot builds and things like that. Another Firefly. It's not going to do too much for me, but maybe. I'm still not, like, 100% sure on this build, but we'll see how it goes. I'm not 100% sure this interaction will work. I think it does. So you set off this faster, which then turns into these, which then... Yeah, okay. That seemed to work. That seems to work. That seems to work. It's so stupid. It just might work. So we really want to get an Uzi upgrade here to make it go a little quicker. Glamour's not really what we're looking for, although it is fun. I'll look in weapons because we could get upgrades for Uzi or for Nitro Hammer. We did not. Non-weapons, not really much I want. I'm just going to take small tool here just to get a bit of extra cash. The main thing we need are, like, upgrades. And I don't have any of those right now. Coolant could also be a better one to spam. We'll see. We'll see. What's a goofy build? Alright, so Deadly Flagship with Bayonet. They don't have Lifesteal on it. They do have Squirt I haven't seen very much. It's working. It's so dumb, but it works. So once we get the fiber optics upgraded, well, actually we want to upgrade the 3D printer over the optics because I believe that means it'll make diamond copies. Well, we'll just take crit. And then we'll just take weapons because we can't use right or left. I could probably use right because the only thing on the right that can crit would be you. That's okay. Oh, you already have right eye. So we'll check here because there's a couple that I would want. Because we're a little upgrade greedy at the moment. I think if I get this upgraded, we got a good one. Nothing I really want there. Like, Igloo's kind of fun, but I don't really have room for it with my current setup. I think we kill Volgus Enforcer, which is funny. Well, maybe not, actually. This might... Well, we could get, like... a couple interesting things here. We'll see. Unfortunately, yeah, his is better than... Never mind. He got me locked down. Icebreaker would also be fun with this. We'd have to swap out, like, the... Okay, so, well, that was greedy of me. That was greedy of me. That's okay. Do I have enough for... No, I don't. So I can't go in there even if I wanted a 3D printer. So we'll just grab a burn item for some cash. It's a nice one. Not that I'll use it, but it's a diamond, so it gives me some money. Hattie could give us an upgrade, which would be very nice. It could also give me some skills, which would be good. Even the money's fine. I think the only bad one is the enchanted item right now. Okay, that's excellent. Excellent. So now... I can upgrade you, which should make diamond fibers, which will make the cryo setup go off even faster. And then at 13, I can upgrade my existing one to make it start even faster. This also goes off at 4 seconds instead, which is pretty nice. Yeah, so that makes the second shot instantly fire it, which makes you instantly fire. There we go. Okay, that's pretty good. Pretty good. It's dumb, but it's working. It's working. so we'll take Monster Ranch because we could get some interesting things here. We didn't. That's okay. So Insect Wing and could reduce the cooldown on Nitrogen Hammer. I don't know if that's really necessary, to be honest. Could reduce the cooldown on Cryosphere. We could do probably Uzi, to be honest. It sounds silly, but I think we just do Uzi cooldown, right? Because every little bit helps the start of this go off faster, and pretty much once we have the freeze locked down, they're done. So I think that's the play. We're gonna look for an upgrade for this. Unfortunately, it doesn't make it charge faster like a lot of other items. All it does is give it better scaling, which, granted, is pretty good, but not as important as like upgrading gunpowder or upgrading fiber optics and things like that. I will not go for a round 2 against the same guy that just deleted us, so we'll just go for this. Nothing we really want here, but Trader is just kind of generically good. He gives a little bit more money, stuff like that, so. There we go. Yes, oh, another one that would be amazing is if I could get the, when you freeze, gain crit. That skill would be great. Big number's not going to do too much for us here. No friends we want, so let's go for a small tool. Oh, I might not even get the final form upgrade. Andy might save us here with a upgrade for fiber optics. Huh? Nope, that's okay. So it's now our potentially final fight with this weird meme build. Let's see how it goes. It was very fun. I mean, I'm acting like it's a sure thing. It's not guaranteed. It goes off pretty quick, and like I'd love to get better scaling on this as well. Because once this goes off, oh, it's a freeze build of their own. We're largely set, which is pretty fun. Because he only goes up to like, oh, well, there it goes. It gets like twice as good. So. I know it was really way better than I thought. It was very fun. This is one of the builds I wanted to try out, which was like a Nitrogen Hammer Cryosphere. And I finally got 3D printed to actually do something. Oh, I'm so happy with this build. That was lovely. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Very fun build. And yeah, I will see you all in the next one.